everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll take a look at the Mezco 112 Collective Batman vs Superman figure. And here we have the box that Superman arrives in with the Batman vs Superman logo and some photos of the figure on the back. And we also get some of the different display possibilities. As always, with the Mezco 112 Collective line, you have to move this translucent piece, and then it's possible to open up the box and see the figure clearly displayed inside. So let's get the figure out of the box and take a closer look. And here we have Superman with the likeness of Henry Cavill from the Batman vs Superman movie. My first impression is that we have yet another great looking figure from the 112 Collective line. Superman comes with these accessories. First we have two interchangeable heads, here a more angry Superman, and then also a head with the laser sight effect. Both of them with the likeness of Henry Cavill. Then we have a Gotham City manhole cover that can be split into two and of course put back together again. And then we have four pairs of hands. These flat karate chop hands, a pair of open hands, then we have a pair of fists, and finally a pair of grabbing hands so Superman can hold the manhole cover pieces, just like this. Then we get a display stand, the same as we saw with the Batman, and also a display arm here. And then we get these effects to pose the cape. I'll get back to them later. And finally, the 112 Collective plastic bag to store all the accessories. As always, with this line, it's very easy to change the different parts, like the head here pops on and off very easy. And the same goes for the hands, can easily be removed, and another or different type of hand put back on. Simple as that. Nice quality. So here we have Superman in a flying pose on the display stand, but as you can see with the cape hanging down. If you want the cape to look more like Superman is flying, then it's possible to use the cape pose effect pieces here, bendy wires. So here I've tried to position them behind the cape so it looks more like the cape is flying behind Superman. Whether or not you like these pieces is of course a question of taste. I don't think they're necessary, but well, it's nice to have them. For a size comparison, here we have Superman next to Batman from Mezco's 112 Batman vs Superman line as well. And then on the right, the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn. As I mentioned earlier, this figure features the likeness of Henry Cavill. I can definitely see some of Henry Cavill here, but it's not completely spot on. This suit, however, looks very good and almost exactly as the one Superman wears in the movie. And the same goes for the boots. Of course, there are not that many details on the suit, but it's okay. The cape is also in a nice quality. And as you can see here, there are stitches on the back of the figure where it's put together, but that's no big deal. All in all, it's a good looking Superman. The figure is also good articulated, even though it seems to be not as well articulated as some of the other figures from the 112 Collective line. As you can see here, for example, the double jointed elbows only goes up about 90 degrees. And the figure is not able to move forward or back very much. So the upper body articulation is very limited. The legs have a decent amount of movement here with double jointed knees, and also a good range of movement at the feet here with ankle pivot. So the articulation is decent, but as I said, not as good as some of the other figures. For now, I'll leave you with my opinion about Superman, and then I'll sum up this review. Again, when you get this Mezco 112 Collective Superman in your hands, I bet you'll feel that you have a very solid and well-made figure. But it's also an expensive figure, and compared to some of the other from the same series, it's not exactly up there with, for example, Batman. But still, it's a very, very good Superman figure, a very good figure that I highly recommend. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave a comment or subscribe if you'd like to see more.